Have you ever considered that we are not the only farmers on this planet? Long before humans ever thought to till the soil and sow seeds, it is a world operating on a scale so small it often escapes our notice entirely. Down in the tropical forests of the Americas, a civilization of millions thrives, not by hunting or gathering, but by cultivating their own food in vast subterranean gardens. These are the leafcutter ants, and their story is one of the most remarkable tales of ingenuity and cooperation. They are not merely insects, they are masters of a complex agricultural system refined over millions of years. Deep within the lush, humid expanse of a Central American rainforest, the day's work begins. As the first light filters through the dense canopy, humidity beads on leaves. The forest exhales. A signal, perhaps a chemical scent we cannot perceive, ripples through the colony. From a dark opening at the base of a towering mound of earth, the first scouts emerge. They are the trailblazers, the pioneers searching for the perfect leaves. Antennae twitching, sampling the air for chemical signatures. They are not looking for food for themselves. They search for building blocks for subterranean gardens, plants free from toxins, plants rich in the nutrients their fungus will need. Once a scout finds a promising tree or shrub, it lays down a chemical trail, a pheromone pathway. This invisible road guides the thousands of workers that will follow. A great column of workers, the media, marches out. They form a highly organized procession, a living highway of foragers. They snake across the forest floor, move over fallen logs, and climb up the trunks of trees. This trail is the lifeline, a daily commute on an epic scale. Upon reaching the designated plant, the army of foragers swarms over the leaves and the real work begins. Each ant positions itself on the edge of a leaf, a tiny lumberjack ready to make its cut. Their mandibles are incredibly sharp, finely serrated, functioning like a miniature pair of saw-toothed scissors. Anchoring with legs, the ant digs one mandible in as a pivot, then closes the other in a swift, powerful slicing motion. A feat of surprising strength and surgical precision, it vibrates at high frequency, turning its jaws into a living jigsaw that slices through tough, fibrous leaf material, guiding a neat, semicircular arc. Not haphazard tearing, but deliberate, methodical harvest. Larger workers take tougher leaves, smaller ants take delicate petals. They judge weight and balance, too cumbersome, and it hinders the long journey home. From first incision to final snip can take only seconds. Once free, the fragment is hoisted vertical, ready for transport. They are not eating these leaves. They cannot digest cellulose. The leaves are not food, they are substrate, raw compost for their agricultural system. This turns simple foraging into forward-thinking agriculture, gathering materials to feed millions waiting in the dark. With its precious cargo held high, the ant rejoins the bustling highway, beginning the trek back. A river of green, a parade of upright fragments bobbing and weaving. They navigate the treacherous terrain of the forest floor. Each ant carries up to 20 times its weight, a human carrying a small car. Mandibles grip, front legs steady, the leaf acts like a giant sail. A puddle becomes a lake, a twig, a mountain. Predators lurk, spiders lay snares, rival ants and predatory beetles ambush. Yet the column marches on with relentless determination. The trail is a communication network. Better routes get reinforced, and traffic shifts in real time. Look closely. A tiny passenger, a minim, riding atop the leaf. They are bodyguards, fending off parasitic phorid flies that try to lay eggs on carriers' heads. Near the nest, two-way traffic keeps to lanes, a bustling port where the harvest comes ashore. Fresh leaves disappear into tunnels, beginning their final journey to the subterranean fungus chambers. Once inside the nest, the leaf fragments are not simply dumped in a pile. They are passed along a living assembly line, from larger to smaller workers. The first group snips large pieces into fragments 1 to 2 millimeters across. Work is meticulous and swift in the humid darkness. Temperature and humidity are controlled by architectural genius. Smaller casts clean every leaf, licking and scraping away foreign spores and bacteria that could contaminate the garden. Then, they chew the fragments into a damp pulp and add fecal droplets rich in enzymes, like a farmer adding fertilizer. The prepared pulp goes to garden chambers, where minims weave it into the fungal mass. Their Leucocoprinus fungus grows in spongy, coral-like structures. A magical step, inoculation, planting a tiny piece of living fungus so only their domesticated strain will grow. They do not eat the leaves nor the main body. They eat special swellings called gongylidea, the fungus gift to its farmers. Perfect symbiosis. The fungus cannot live without the ants, and the ants cannot live without the fungus. A partnership forged over 50 million years. The complexity of leafcutter society offers a mirror to our own agricultural history. As we clear fields, they excavate cities, carving specialized garden chambers. They maintain perfect microclimates, like our greenhouses and irrigation. They practice monoculture, cultivating a single domesticated fungus. Their meticulous cleaning is like weeding and pest control. Some even harbor bacteria that produce antibiotics to suppress harmful molds. They have foragers, transporters, processors and scouts, echoes of farmers, truckers, processors, and planners. Their crop is no longer found in the wild, wholly dependent on its ant caretakers. When a new queen departs, she carries a starter culture in her mouth, just as settlers carried seeds and livestock. They are not just cultivating a crop, they are ensuring its legacy. The entire leafcutter society is a breathtaking symphony of cooperation, a superorganism. A caste system where bodies are tools, soldiers defend, foragers cut and carry, excavators dig, gardeners tend, minims plant and protect. Their guardians stand ready at the gates. Medium workers power the city's logistics, cutting, hauling, excavating. Their nests are underground cities, over 30 meters across, 8 meters deep, hundreds of chambers, ventilation and waste systems. Simple rules yield collective intelligence, responding to rain, to obstacles, to opportunity. They prove agriculture is not only human, and that complexity can arise from selfless collaboration. Vital herbivores and soil engineers, sustainable farming, waste management, disease control. A silent, tireless civilization, farming in darkness, right beneath our feet.